first grade friends, and welcome today to our math lesson where we will be reviewing equivalence and what the equals sign means. We've done this before, but this will serve as a good review for you for working through your equations. So we're going to start by working on a morning message. For our morning message, I want you to explore this statement. 4 plus 2 equals 7. This equation is false. Your challenge is to change one of the numbers, 4, 2, or 7, or to change one of the symbols, the plus symbol or the equal symbol. Choose either a number or a symbol to change to make this statement true. Please pause the video now and give yourself some time to work. If you solve it changing a number, challenge yourself to solve it using a change of a symbol. Remember, you can only change one number or one symbol to make this true. Pause it now and start the video again when you have your equation ready. I'll show you a sample now of how I can change it using one way by changing the number and another way by changing the symbol. I have the numbers or the equation 4 plus 2 equals 7. That is false. I'm going to change the number 2 to the number 3 to make this equation true. Because I know 4 plus 3 equals 7. I changed the 2 to a 3, and now I know that the equation on this side, 4 plus 3, is the same as 7. I changed only one number. I'll now show you another way to make this equation true. Again, the start of our equation was 4 plus 2 equals 7. This time, I'm going to change a symbol to make this equation true. The symbol that I'm going to choose to change is the equals symbol. 4 plus 2 is not equal to 7. I changed the equals symbol to the less than symbol because I know 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 is less than 7. This statement is now true. Great job with your work. Now we're going to explore the equal sign again. The equal sign looks like this. And remember that that equal sign means that both sides are the same. I could give you an example using numbers. If I have this equation, I'm going to check to see if that is true. Is 6 the same as 6? When I look at the equal sign, it's important to look at one side compared to the other side. The equal sign means that both sides are the same. 6 is equal to 6. That is true. You've also seen equations written this way. You've seen an equation written 3 plus 3 equals 6. When checking to see if it is true, it's important to compare everything on one side to everything on the other side. So I look at this side first. 3 plus 3. What is 3 plus 3? That's a doubles. 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 I can add doubles. 3 plus 3 is 6. That is equal to 6. This is a true statement. Some of us get a little tripped up when we see equations written this way. But if you remember to always compare what's on one side to what's on the other side, that can help you. The one side of my equation, I just have a single number. The right side of the equation, I have again 3 plus 3. I'm going to compare one side to the other side. Is 6 the same or equal to 3 plus 3? 3 plus 3 is 6, so yes, it is true. 6 is equal to 3 plus 3. Let's try one more. We've worked on equations with multiple addends, or 3 addends as well. So one way that I could write this equation would be something like 1 plus 3 plus 2 equals 6. If you notice, I have 3 addends on the left side. When checking to see if it's true, we need to compare everything on one side of the equal sign to everything on the other side. So I'm going to compare everything on this side to everything on this side. I notice some combinations that can help me. I know that 1 plus 2 is 3, and 3 plus 3 is 6. I could also take 1 and 3, which I know is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. So everything on this side of the equation is equal to 6, and that is equal to or the same as 6. Next, we're going to move over to a slideshow to work through some more examples. Hi friends, and welcome to our true and false number sentences activity. I'll start by reading the directions. First, read each number sentence. You can see the number sentences located here on the left side of the box. Next, if the number sentence is true, I'm going to drag it to the true box. If the number sentence is false, I'm going to drag it to the false box. Now, you won't be able to drag this on your computer, but we're going to do the first 5 together, and then I'm going to challenge you to do the next 5. So let's look at the first one. 12 equals 12. I remember that when checking to see if it's equivalent, I compare everything on one side to everything on the other side. So is 12 the same as 12? Yes, it is. That is true. So I take true, 12 equals 12, and drag it to the true box. Let's try another one. 18 equals 8 plus 10. I need to take everything on one side and compare it to everything on the other side. Is 18 the same as 8 plus 10? Well, I know 10 plus 8 is 110 plus 8 ones. That's 18. This is also true. Let's look at the next one. 13 minus 1 equals 14. I compare everything on this side. 13 minus 1. Let's look at that. 13 minus 1. I know minus means that I'm taking it away. So 13 minus 1, I'm going to use the count back strategy. 13 minus 1 is 12. Is 12 the same as 14? No. We're going to drag that to false. Good job, everybody. Ooh, next one. I'm noticing that there's actually 4 numbers and 3 symbols in this equation. But I'm going to remember again, when checking for true and false, to compare everything on one side to everything on the other side. So 5 plus 2. Let's use count on for that one. 5 plus 2. 6, 7. 7. Now everything on the other side. 2 plus 5. Oh, I'm catching something. Does anybody remember a strategy where we flip the add-ins in an equation? You're right. It's the turnaround rule. So, is 7 the same as 7? Yes, that is true. Next, Let's look at this equation. 5 equals 10 minus 5. Ooh, we're subtracting again. So the difference of 10 minus 5 is 5. Is that true? Well, let's look. 5 on the left side, everything on the right side, 10 minus 5. Oh, 10 minus 5, I know some doubles that can help me with that. 5 plus 5 is 10, so 10 minus 5 is 5. That is also true. Your next challenge is to complete these 5 by yourself, thinking about the equal sign and always comparing everything on one side to everything on the other side. Try each of those now. Pause it after I read each equation and press play when you have your answer ready, if you know it's true or false. First equation, 5 equals 13. Pause it now and work through that to find if that's true or false. Good job. Now we can continue. 7 plus 8 equals 14. 10 plus 6 equals 15. 3 plus 1 equals 2 plus 2. And finally, 6 plus 6. Okay, now it's time to check our answers. Is 5 equal to 13? I believe that's false. 7 plus 8 equals 14. 7 plus 8 is 15. That does not equal 14. 10 plus 6 equals 15. 10 plus 6 is 16. That does not equal 15. 3 plus 1 is 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. That is a true equation. And 6 plus 6 equals 13. 6 plus 6 is doubles. Doubles. I can add doubles. That is 12. Does not equal 13. Let's check our work. Awesome. Great job, everybody. Great job on our last activity working through those true and false problems. Next, you'll see an attachment here, true or false math problems cut and paste. Now, some of you may or may not have a printer at home. If you do have a printer, you can cut out the math problems below and use a glue stick to put them in the right category. So you're going to explore each of these equations and decide, is it true or false, just like we did in the last activity. If you do not have a printer at home, you can use just a simple sheet of paper and work through the activities as well. So if I'm going to use the sheet of paper, I'll look at the first equation, 5 plus 2 equals 7. I can record that on my piece of paper, 5 plus 2 equals 7, and work through that equation to see if it is true or false. I could also make a T-chart on my paper and label one side true and one side false and take the equations and put them on each side. So first, just writing the equation and writing in true or false next to it, 5 plus 2 equals 7. 5, count on, 6, 7 is the same as 7. So that is true. I can mark that with a T, or I can write the word true. The other way, using the T-chart, is I can take each equation and put them in the column that they belong without having to cut it out and glue it down. So I look at the first equation, 5 plus 2 equals 7. I would put that on the true side. 5 plus 2 equals 7. Please continue that work with the remaining equations shown at the bottom of this worksheet. You've done a great job with your learning on the equivalence and exploring the equal sign. Great job today. Keep up the great work. Can't wait to talk to you all soon again.